Alright, hello everybody, it's 444RR, and welcome back to Bob's Magic Emporium. It's the next video in the 365-day magic challenge. Okay, this is a special video because it's a teacher trick, but it's a special teacher trick because I've collabed with fellow YouTuber and magician Penguin Man 406. You might remember his name from my mini contest. He was the runner-up in the mini contest. But we're doing a special collab video. I'm doing a tutorial for the trick. He did the performance. Go check out his channel. Subscribe to his channel. Link is down below, right below this video. So subscribe to his channel. And also watch the performance of this trick. It's a mental prediction. Watch the performance, then come back and we'll learn the trick together. So go pause this video, watch the performance, then come on back. Alright, hopefully you've watched the performance. So now I'm going to show you how the trick is done. Now, I'm going to do the teacher trick just like he did it in the video. But I'll give you some tips at the end if you want to do this different ways. And I'll talk about that in a moment. So you need a deck of cards. Any deck of cards will do. You also need a pad of Post-it notes, a book. I'm using Romeo and Juliet. You can use whatever you'd like. And a writing implement. Be careful. This is a Sharpie. That was terrible. I'm sorry. I should have done that. Okay. It's the only joke I know with a Sharpie, though. So, I also know it's a magic marker. Anyways. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is how the trick works is you are conveying to your audience that you're writing down these predictions, but they're actually totally fake. Somewhat. You're not writing down what you're really telling them you're going to write down. So, you're going to force a card for this trick with your spectator. You're going to force any one of these cards. For the teacher trick, we're going to use the Ace of Spades. I don't recommend the Ace of Spades. The reason being is because they might think something's fishy if you use the Ace of Spades. So I'd use any other card. But for the purpose of this tutorial, we're going to use the Ace of Spades. So that goes right on top of your deck face down. We're going to leave it face up for a moment. So the first prediction you're going to make is you're going to get a name, any name out of this book, or whatever book you're using. So you're going to tell your audience that you're going to write down your prediction first for what name they're going to pick out of this book. What you're really writing down, though, you're really writing down your force card. So you're going to write down the Ace of Spades, whatever your force card is. Again, it won't be the Ace of Spades. You're going to pick a different one. So you can do this any which way you want. You can actually write out Ace of Spades. You can do AS, or you can draw a spade and put an A. Whatever you want to do. I'm going to try to draw the spade. We'll see how this works. So when you write your predictions down each time, you're going to keep them away from the audience and towards your body. That way they can't see what you're really writing down. But you want to make sure your audience thinks that you're going to write a name down, because you don't want them thinking something different. Okay, so I like to also, when I write these predictions down, I like to kind of take some time writing them. I just don't go like, A, spade. I don't do that. I like to take a little time, make it think that I'm writing out some long name. So I don't just think I'm writing 2 letters down and boom, it's done. So I like to give it a little time as I write this down. Okay, and then sometimes I'll do sort of like mumbling to myself, I'm like, okay, yep, okay, yep, alright, yep, okay, there we go. Alright, perfect. So, at this point I've just written down the Ace of Spades, that's your force card. So, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take it, and the way I fold this up is very important. This way there's no really chance of the audience seeing it. I take it and fold it straight up. So I fold it all the way up to the top, give it a nice sharp crease, and then I fold it this way, or that way, whatever way you want. Fold it left to right or right to left, doesn't matter. Okay, now you can still somewhat see a little spade there. So I give it one more fold up to the top, like that, and I give it one more fold over like that. So you make a really, really teeny packet. What you can also do is you can have it this way and just have it long way in a small packet. I actually like it this way. I'll talk about that and why I like that in a minute. Okay, so now you're going to say to your audience, let's go ahead and find the name from the book. So you have the spectator tell you stop whenever you want, and they stop. there might not be the reason I don't like using a book, and I never use a book for this, is because there might not be a name on this page. But since there is, here we go. We're going to take the first name that appears on this left-hand page, and it's Tybalt. Tybalt. T-Y-B-A-L-T. Tybalt. So why I like to keep it folded like this is because what Penguin Man did in the performance, which is perfectly fine, is take another index or another one of these Post-it notes and write the name on the other Post-it note. What I like to do is write the name on this prediction. No, I'm sorry. Yeah. You want to get another piece of Post-it note. I don't know what I was thinking there. I am so sorry about that. I was just thinking something weird there. Wow. I don't know where I was going with that. So we're going to write down Tybalt. And this one, you want to write it so your spectator can see that you're really writing down the name of Tybalt, or whatever the name happens to be. And keep that in full view right there so your audience can see it. Now for your next prediction, you're going to say you're going to get a page number from this book. Any page number that you want. But before you do that, you're going to say, I'm going to write a page number down. What you're really writing down is the name Tybalt, or whatever name they stopped on. So you're going to write down Tybalt. This time you're going to keep it secret. All right, so we're going to write this down. Okay, and then we're going to fold this up. Also, keep track of where the page number, the force card, and the name is. What I like to do is keep the name that you just wrote down in the first position right over here. You'll see why it makes more of a magical moment in a second. So fold that up, and then I keep the forced card on the all the way on the in the number 3rd spot. So number 1's all the way over on the right, then number 2, and then on the left is number 3. So now we're going to get the spectator's page number. So they'll tell you stop whenever they want, stop, and the page number is, we'll take the one on the left side, it's page number 46. Page number 46. So now you're going to write down 46 in plain view so that your audience can see it. Just like that. And then you'll put 46 right smack dab there. Okay, so now you're going to say, I'm going to write down a prediction for a card that you're going to freely select from this deck of cards. So this time you're writing the page number down, which would be 46 in this case. So you're going to write it down. Make sure to keep it secret so your audience can't see it. All right, that's perfect. Fold it up. Make sure that they can't see it as you're folding it up. Just like that. And we're going to do just like that. Perfect. So now we have our 3 predictions, and now we got to get them to pick a playing card. Now I said we're going to force the Ace of Spades, and I'm going to show you a force that I used to use. There's other ones that I like, there's other ones I like better, but this is one that I use sometimes in my show. There's other forces you can use. You can use any force that you like, but if you don't know how to force a card, I'll tell you how. The way to get it is to get your force card on the bottom. Now, you can start it out just on the bottom, and your audience ain't going to know a bit of difference. But what I do is I keep the force card on top of the deck. I give it a nice riffle shuffle, which you don't know how to riffle shuffle. You cut the cards in half. You place them sideways like this, and your thumb just lets go of each card individually. And you do that, and you alternate back and forth. So it looks like this. You start on this side. Always start on the side that does not have your force card on top, because you want your force card to always remain on the top of the deck. So you start off by taking one card down like this, and then you do that, and that's how to riffle shuffle. And then what you can do is you can just bevel the cards like this, and then let your fingers on the top go. And they kind of just want to naturally come together. It's hard to explain, but a riffle shuffle is very easy to do. Very, very easy. Like that. Another fancy way to riffle shuffle is to take them in your hand like this and go like that. And that's kind of another fancy way to do it. Riffle shuffle 1 or 2 times, and then to get the card on the bottom, all I do is say, let's give them one more shuffle. You take your thumb, peel off the top card, and that now takes your force card right to the bottom of the deck. Then you just start going like this, and your thumb just starts peeling off the top card, and sometimes they'll come off in blocks. But you want to get that card to the bottom. You can just start it off on the bottom, or you can do that and it gets to the bottom. Now, for this force of the card, you're going to take the card and you're going to take the top of the deck, a few cards, and push them towards your audience. So it goes out just like this. I have about 4 cards here. So you just push them straight out towards your audience. The bottom of the deck goes back towards you like this. And then all you do is you do the same steps over and over again. You take the top card and you just push it forward. Top card with your thumb, push it straight off into that pile in this hand. So watch, I go very slowly, top card, and you push it just like this. Just like that. When done up to speed, it looks like you're shuffling these cards. But you know that you're just shuffling the top card. And you're just doing the top card. So when done up to speed, it looks something like this. And that looks very, very deceiving. So again, I'll do it one more time. All you're doing is you're taking the cards, you're just pushing the top one off each time. But you're doing it really fast. So done up to speed, it looks like this, and it looks really, really good. It just looks really, really good, like you're really shuffling those cards. At any time they tell you stop, it's all you flash the bottom of the deck, and it's always the ace of spades. So again, you can keep going, and always the ace of spades. See, it's always going to be the ace of spades because you're not disturbing that bottom card. It's a very great force of a card, and I like this one. But I like some other ones too, but I'm not going to divulge those. But it looks very, very good. And they can tell you stop whenever they want. You could say, tell me stop. Stop? Do you want me to stop right here? Keep going. Keep going? All right, well, keep going. It's your choice. And you can do that, and then whenever they want, you can show them the bottom card. And then what I like to do is say, okay, this is going to be your card. Let's take it and put it right here so we can see it. All right, the ace of spades. Pretty cool. So the first prediction I wrote down was a name. And the reason I like doing it this way is because I want to do the name revelation first, then the page number, then the card. I think revealing the card last is a lot better than revealing the prediction first. Now, what Penguin Man did was he mixed up these predictions like this. If you want to do that, just keep track of which one is each prediction. But again, what you can do is after you write them, just put them in order. So you can put the first card in the third spot, and then you write the name down, the first one, and then you can do that. So you say, okay, we've got the name, and it was Tybalt. Let's go ahead and reveal my prediction that I wrote down, what name you choose out of this book. All right, let me open it up, and let's see if it matches. It says Tybalt. Look at that. That's pretty cool. All right, now the page number was 46. Let's see what my page number was that I wrote down. 46, look at that. Now, ace of spades. Let's see if this is the ace of spades. It'd be really cool if it was. I hope it is. To make it 3 out of 3, ace of spades. Check that out. And that is mental prediction. Now, let me give you a little more tips on this trick. You don't have to use a book, like I said. I wanted to do the tutorial the exact same way Penguin Man did the performance. But you definitely want to force a card because this is the only thing that you can have complete control over. But you can have the spectator name any number. They could say 0 to 1,000,000 if they wanted. So they can give you some 4-digit number like 1,682, and you can have them give you a color. So very quickly, I'm going to show you how you would do that if you don't want to use the book and getting the name and the page number. So you would start off by writing your force card down on this, and that's a crudely drawn spade. But you write out your force card, and then you fold it up, and then you would say, okay, give me a color, and we'll just use these. We'll recycle these back over. So they say, let's say green. Okay, you want green, so Green, green. All right, so now I'm gonna make my prediction. In this one you would say, I'll make my prediction for a color. Now I'm gonna make my prediction of a 3-digit number you'd select. So think of one, but don't tell me it yet. Okay. Let's see. Give me any 3-digit number. Okay, go ahead and give me your 3-digit number. 772. Okay, you want 772. We're going to go and write that down. 772. Right there. And now what I'd like for you to do is think, we're going to get a playing card selected. So, all right, perfect. And we're going to go ahead and get a playing card selected. Just like that. And that's my prediction. And let's go ahead and see what playing card it is. The ace of, where's my ace of spades? Ace of spades. Okay. So then you open it up and boom, you have, then you have green. 772, and then the ace of spades. So you don't have to use a book and a name. You can do a color and a number. You could do a color and a shape, or a number and a shape, whatever you want to do. But you always need to have the third position be the third position, and the first prediction you write down. You need those to be something you can force. So if you have some way to force a color on your audience or force a number, you could certainly do that too. But I like the playing card because it's easy and you can carry it in your pocket with you. And all you really need is paper. And everywhere you go, if you don't carry the Post-it notes around, everybody's going to have a pen and paper with them. And a lot of people carry pen and papers. Women carry them in their purse. Sometimes men carry pens in their, if they're a businessman, they'll carry it in their jacket pockets or something like that. So you could really have this readily available. If you're at a restaurant, every person I know that I know of carries a pen around with them. If your restaurant has those paper napkins, write it on a paper napkin. I mean, it's super simple. So if you can use this, you don't have to use the book, which is nice. You don't have to use a book. And the cool thing is smartphones have book apps. So if you have a book on your phone, you could use the book on your phone if you wanted to. So that is the mental prediction. It's a really, really killer trick. I recommend going to at least practice this and maybe put it in your show once or twice because you might find a cool use for it. So that is mental prediction. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next Magic Challenge video here in Bob's Magic Emporium.